which means Town of Suffering lies at the foot of the Long Tom Pass and occupies a special place in the history of the Transvaal. The company of voortrekker leader Andries Potgieter founded it in 1850. On the 6th of February 1873, several prospectors discovered alluvial gold in the district, and the Lydenburg goldfields were proclaimed 3 months later. To this day, the gravels of the Spekboom River are still being washed for alluvial gold. The area around Lydenburg and neighboring Dahlstrom is a fly fishing paradise and has many streams and rivers well stocked with trout. Lydenburg also proved to be a special attraction for the off-road racing fraternity and would be the headquarters for the recent Toyota Dealer 400.
The turnout that we have here is a surprise. It actually surprised all of us. We actually ran out of the refreshments and things. We never expected this turnout. And I can tell you, ever since it became known that this event will take place here, everybody offered their help. It was the traffic department, government departments, even the public, other businesses. Everybody just asked how can they get involved, and I can say it with an open heart. We are delighted to host this event.
The South African Off-Road Car Racing Championship, presented by ABSA, looked set to go down to the wire, and with only 2 events remaining, the Toyota Dealer 400, which was run in the Lydenburg area for the first time ever, would be crucial for many teams. Despite winning the Sun City 400, overall production vehicle championship contenders Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek in the proudly South African Nissan Hardbody were only able to increase their lead over Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i in the overall championship by 2 points after the Toyota pair finished 3rd overall and 1st in Class E. Grobler and Leek and Cronje and Birkin are the only crews to have finished every event this season, with the Nissan pair picking up 5 overall wins and a 4th place, and the Toyota duo 3 podium finishes and 4 class wins. Dealer 400 got underway with documentation and scrutineering at Lydenburg Toyota. Unlike other events in the championship, scrutineering was rather civilized and took place indoors. "27 production and 21 special vehicles had entered for the event, but the entire O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel Super Team and Special Vehicle Championship contender Atang Makgegenene withdrew on the morning of the event due to unforeseen technical problems. 36-kilometer prologue was run in the Kwena Basin area, 35 kilometers from Lydenburg, and for the first time this year, a special vehicle managed to outqualify the production vehicles. Sun City 400 winners Gary Berthold and Brandon Harkis were on a mission in the adrenalized corporate entertainment BAT and set a time of 28 minutes and 26 seconds. Winners of 5 of the last 6 races, Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek, had to settle for the second fastest time, 33 seconds behind the Nissan V6 powered BAT. The proudly South African Nissan Hardbody had picked up a mysterious misfire, but that did not appear to slow the pair at all. We're on board with Duncan Foss and Mike Griffith, who were on a mission and wanted nothing more than to outqualify their teammates. Errors such as this overshoot cost valuable time, and the best they could do was to come to within 9 seconds of Grobler and Leek's qualifying time. Neil Woolridge and Ken Scholthammer qualified 4th fastest in the Team Ford Racing Ranger and would start the main event 10 seconds behind Foss and Griffith. Mark Corbett and Johan Moore were 5th overall and 2nd in the special vehicle category in the Audi V8-powered Century Property Developments BAT and would have to make up 72 seconds on the leaders. Castrol Toyota pair RP Reyneke and Robin Houghton set the 6th fastest time overall and were 4th in the production vehicle category, 43 seconds behind Grobler and Leek. BAT vehicles made a clean sweep of the top 3 special vehicle category positions after Clint Gibson and Mike Brown brought the Presidium Financial Services BAT home 7th overall and 3rd in category. They were 70 seconds faster than Coetzee Labuschagne and Johan Gerwe in the Class D GBS Racing Nissan Hardbody, who were in turn 16 seconds ahead of Class E Championship leaders Mark Ronier and Chris Birkin in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. Newcomers to off-road racing, Petersburg businessman Arnold du Plessis and co-driver George Baker were only 2 seconds adrift of the Class E Toyota in the Class D BB Auto Nissan Hardbody. Brothers Yuri and Andre du Plessis compete in Class E in another BB Auto Nissan Hardbody. Klerksdorp businessmen Hein Grobler and Gerard Prinsloo are former Class D champions and are again in contention for the title. They qualified 11th in the GBS Racing Nissan Hardbody. Former Class E drivers champion Andrew Birkin was the leading Class B qualifier in the WPP Wingfoot single-seater and would start 12th the following day. Father and son Cliff and Louis Weichelt have got the N1 4x4 Toyota Land Cruiser sorted out and were confident of picking up their second Class D win of the season after qualifying 13th overall and 4th in Class D. Chris Visser and Jaapie Badenhorst acquired Hugo and Jaap de Bruyn's championship-winning Class E Toyota Hilux and have proven to be quick. They qualified 14th overall and second in Class E, only 33 seconds slower than Cronier and Birkin. Former Class E champions Manfred Schroeder and Jack Peckham were third fastest in Class E in the diesel-powered Team Ford Racing Ranger, only 3 seconds slower than Visser and just 2 seconds ahead of the Atlas Copco Chicago pneumatic Jeep crewed by veterans Stratford Vogt and Richard Carolyn. Gerard and Kobie du Plessis could have done without getting bogged down in the mud. Vogt was standing in for Scott Abraham, who is now based in Germany and was servicing for the New Dimension X-Raid BMW team on the UAE Desert Challenge while the Toyota Dealer 400 was in progress. The team's primary objective was to preserve Richard Carolyn's second place in the Class T Co-Drivers Championship. Veteran Kasi Coetzee farms nearby, and he and Okifuri were 4th fastest in Class E and 17th overall in the Castrol Toyota Hilux KZTE. They would have to make up 59 seconds on teammates Cronier and Birkin, while Class B championship contenders Marcus Taylor and Mark de Chelane qualified 2nd fastest in Class B in the Rollerback Racing JRE. Harry Smith-based father and son, Johan and Martinez van der Merwe, were 87 seconds slower than the Class D leaders in the Shivani Colt Rodeo and followed by 20th placed Dirk van Rienen and Annemarie Ungere in the Dicor Engineering Nissan Sani. There were problems for Gerard and Kobie du Plessis.
As dit seker so op 20 kilometers toe dat in 'n slootfase sit. So skyn sloot toe hak hy vas en daar's 'n bietjie baie water in gewees en die throttle control nat geword of iets is fout met hom en dit het ons heel terug gesit. Toe sleep hulle ons na uit daar en maar verder die baan was lekker. Is bietjie rof hier en daar, klipperig party plekke, maar verder is baie lekker.
Problems too for Class A championship leaders Gerald Mandel and Billy Bond.
We're pushing it a bit hard, trying to get a good product start. I think this race is going to be very fast tomorrow and dust is going to count. And we're going very well. The right-hand corner and the left wheel stepped off the edge of the road. Bank this high and the car rolled. She rolled twice then on the roof. We got out, got her back onto her wheels and finished the race with a bit of a misfire. The alternator wire had come off, so the battery wasn't charging, but we just made it over the finish line.
The majority of the teams took advantage of the hospitality and services provided by Lydenburg dealerships to prepare their vehicles for the main event on Saturday. The Nissan camp was a hive of activity.
That is most likely the fault.
Yes. That is a bargain, if that's the problem. Yeah, we're starting second tomorrow behind the bat. But we had a misfire today and it'll probably be a little bit difficult to get our route tomorrow in the dust.
and we'll be a little bit dirtier. But hopefully the guys have found the fault now, and we're going to try and win it tomorrow.
Meanwhile, over at Leidenburg Toyota, service crew were hard at work repairing the differential on Cassie Kutsia's KZTE.
Sleeping, fast asleep.
RP Reineker's Land Cruiser required nothing more than a bit of spit and polish. While over at the Ford dealership, the Team Ford Racing squad was in a confident frame of mind.
It's been a while. The last one I did was actually at Sugarbelt about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And it's a good thing that the bats are back in front. I'm glad that I've put the car in pole position. I think it's good for the sport that we've done this, and given the Nissans and the Toyotas and the Fords a good run for their money.
Just over 3 minutes separated the top 10 qualifiers, with a production vehicle brigade holding down 7 of the top 10 places. The next 10 crews were separated by 1 minute, and dust would certainly prove to be a problem. Only 5 special vehicles managed to qualify in the top 20. The Toyota Dealer 400 certainly broke the mold when it came to doing things differently.